Okay, very good afternoon, student. So today our fourth lecture of service marketing. In last lecture, we had learned about what is meant by services. Then next is nature and characteristics of services, in which there are four main characteristics. First is intangibility, then variability, inseparability, and perishability. And there are seven other characteristics of services, which is minor characteristic basically. So we had learned about what is meant by services. So services is nothing but they are deeds, process, and perform. Next is as I told you, nature and characteristics of services means services are intangible in nature, they are variable in nature, they are inseparable in nature, they are perishable in nature. Then next is a key classification of the services, in which first one is by market segmented, then second one is by degree of tangibility, and third one is by skill of service provider. Then next is fourth one is by business orientation, and fifth one is by degree of regulation. So these are five type of classification of the services. On the basis of this 5 point, like market segment, degree of tangibility, skill of service provider, by business orientation, and by degree regulation, the basis of this 5 point, there are basically a classification of services in sub point, like on basis of a business orientation there are two types of classification. First is non-profit services and commercial services, and by degree of regulation classification there are three types of classification or sub classification, in the which first one is highly regulated, second one is limited regulated, and third one is non-regulated. Okay, then next is service continuum. In service continuum, we discuss the standalone service product. Then next is service product bundle with tangible product, in which there are three factor. First one is operational factor, second is locational factor, and third one is environmental factor. And third service quantum is a good dominated product. सो आपण हे लास्ट लेक्चरमध्ये डिटेलमध्ये डिस्कस केलेलं आहे. टुडे वी जस्ट रिवाइज ऑल दिस इन्फॉर्मेशन. Next is significance of the services, in which first one is upward trend in our disposable income, second increase the specializations, third one is change in lifestyle, fourth one to improve the literacy rate, fifth one is professionalism in education, sixth one is information explosion, and seventh one is sophistication in a market. Then next we discuss the main difference between the good and services, on basis of some point like a perishability, inseparability, inconsistency, tangibility, intensiveness, delivery time, desire and requirement, association, exchange and element. On basis of such 7 or 8 points, we can differentiate between good and services. Then next we discuss what is meant by marketing mix. So marketing mix is nothing but it is the term used to describe the combination of a four input with constitute the core of company marketing system, that is product, price structure, promotional activity, and the distribution system. So basically the four core company marketing system, like a price structure, product, promotional activity, and distribution, is it give the inputs to the particular organization, and is nothing but the marketing mix. There are four P's of marketing, in which first one is product, second one is price, third one is place. अजिंक्य, am I audible? Okay, screen share केलेली दिसते तुला? Okay. So today is our fourth lecture of service marketing. Just we revise that what we are learned about last three lectures. Okay, we again started. Wait. Okay. So first one is what is meant by in services marketing. First one, what is meant by services. So services is nothing but the deed, process, and performs. Or there is another definition is it is an act or a performance that one party can offer to another that is essentially intangible and does not result in ownership of anything. Its production may or may not be tied to a physical product. सो सर्व्हिसेस म्हणजे काय असतं? सर्व्हिसेस ही अशी एक परफॉर्मन्स आहे जो एका पार्टीकडून दुसऱ्या पार्टीकडे दिला जातो विच इज इनटँजेबल नेचर. सी इनटँजेबल नेचर म्हणजे आपण कुठली सर्व्हिस बघू शकत नाही, तिचा कुठल्याही प्रकारचा फ्लेवर नसतो, टेस्ट नसतो, आपण त्या टच करू शकत नाही, आपण फक्त त्या फील करू शकतोय. आपण त्या केव्हा फील करू शकतोय? जेव्हा आपण त्या आपण ऍक्च्युअली एखादी सर्व्हिस खरेदी केल्यानंतरच आपण ती फील करू शकतोय, बघू शकतोय. सो याला म्हणतात सर्व्हिसेस. द नेक्स्ट पॉइंट इज नेचर ऑफ अ सर्व्हिसेस. मीन्स सर्व्हिसेस कशा असतात? सो बेसिकली देर आर फोर नेचर ऑफ अ सर्व्हिसेस. सो फर्स्ट वन इज intangible in nature, second one is variable in nature, third one is inseparable in nature, and fourth one is perishable in nature. And there are some other minor characteristics of services, in which first one is ownership, second one is performance, third one is simultaneous, fourth one is quality measurement, fifth is nature of demand, sixth one is participation of a customers, and last one is people orientation. सो आपण याचं डिटेलमध्ये आपण स्टडी केलेला आहे आपल्या सेकंड लेक्चर्समध्ये. ओके. जर तुम्हाला काही शंका असतील तर तुम्ही डिरेक्टली आपलं यूट्यूब चॅनल आहे त्याच्यावर जाऊन बघू शकताय. ते ऑलरेडी रेकॉर्डेड लेक्चर्स आहेत आपल्याकडे. आणि जर काही इश्यू आला, काही तुम्हाला समजलं नाही, सो यू कॅन आस्क मी एनी टाइम. ओके. आज आपण फक्त एक रिव्हिजन बघूया, म्हणजे आपला हा फर्स्ट टॉपिक आज कंप्लीट होईल. सो नेक्स्ट इज अ की क्लासिफिकेशन ऑफ अ सर्व्हिसेस. In that, there are five key, main classification of a services or main component of a services. On basis of these component, there are sub classification of the services. So in that, first component is by market segment. In market segment, there are two sub classification of the services. First is end consumer services and second one is business consumer services. Okay, what is in by end consumer services? So the services which are bought by customer for self consumption. स्वतःच्या consumption साठी ज्या काही सर्व्हिसेस एखादा पर्सन बॉट करतो त्याला म्हणतात एंड कन्झ्युमर सर्व्हिसेस. इन विच जर एक्झाम्पल द्यायचं झालं एंड कन्झ्युमर सर्व्हिसेस, सो हेअर कटिंग, ब्युटी केअर अँड बॉडी मसाज हे आपण स्वतःसाठी घेतो. ओके. सो दीज सर्व्हिसेस आर बेसिकली considered in end consumer services. Second is business consumer services. So business consumer services mean there are various services which are bought by the organization. It's called as a business consumer services. म्हणजे एखाद्या ऑर्गनायझेशन दुसऱ्या ऑर्गनायझेशनला एखादी सर्व्हिस प्रोव्हाइड करत असेल तर त्याला बिझनेस कंझ्युमर सर्व्हिसेस म्हणतात. सो याच्यामध्ये B2B सर्व्हिसेस असतील. मग B2B सर्व्हिसेस कोणत्या? तर कन्सल्टन्सी असेल, ॲडव्हर्टायझिंग असेल किंवा मार्केट सर्वे करायचं असेल तर एखादी कंपनी दुसऱ्या कंपनीला जेव्हा म्हणजे B2B मार्केटिंग आपण म्हणतो. सो B2B मार्केटिंग जे आहे किंवा B2B बिझनेस जो आहे ते एक्झाम्पल आहे बिझनेस कंझ्युमर सर्व्हिसेसमध्ये. नेक्स्ट आहे बाय डिग्री ऑफ टँजेबिलिटी. सो बाय डिग्री ऑफ टँजेबिलिटीमध्ये देर आर three sub classification. First one is highly tangible, second is service connected to a tangible good, and third one is highly intangible. Okay, so first one is highly tangible. What is in by highly tangible? So the services is termed as a highly tangible when any tangible product offering is included in it and sometimes the lifespan of such product is limited. एखाद्या सर्व्हिसचं जर लाईफ स्पॅन लिमिटेड असेल तर त्या हायली टँजेबल सर्व्हिसेसमध्ये येतात. फॉर एक्झाम्पल, if person can take a car on a rent for a specific period of a time and after the completion of this time period the customer need to return the car or to a service provider किंवा ओला किंवा उबेर याचं एक्झाम्पल आहे. तुम्ही ओला किंवा उबेर बुक करता, त्याची सर्व्हिस कंप्लीट झाल्यानंतर तुम्ही त्यांना पैसे देता, तुम्ही त्यांची गाडी किंवा कार घेऊन घरी जात नाही. सो दीज आर स्पेसिफिक पिरियड ऑफ टाइमसाठी तुम्ही ती एखादी सर्व्हिस बॉट करत असाल तर ती हायली टँजेबलमध्ये येते. सो एक्झाम्पल मी तुम्हाला म्हटलं की तुम्ही रेंटेड कार घेऊ शकता किंवा ओला किंवा उबेर, हे एक्झाम्पल तुम्ही देऊ शकता. सेकंड आहे सर्व्हिसेस कनेक्टेड टू अ टँजेबल गुड्स. So there are some kind of warranties provided on a product by the business organization, and if the consumer face any difficulty with the product, free services can offer to the particular consumer for a limited period of time. So such free services comes under the category of service connected to a tangible good. एखादं प्रोडक्ट तुम्ही खरेदी केलं, मग ते इलेक्ट्रॉनिक असेल नाही तर कुठलं असेल. फॉर एक्झाम्पल जर तुम्ही एखादा चार्जर खरेदी केला, तर त्या पर्टिक्युलर चार्जरवर तुम्हाला गॅरंटी आणि वॉरंटी असते. सो त्या लिमिटेड पिरियडमध्ये, आणि ती लिमिटेड पिरियडसाठी असते, तर तो लिमिटेड पिरियड जर एक्सपायर होण्याच्या आधी तुमचा चार्जर खराब झालं, तर तुम्ही त्या पर्टिक्युलर मार्केट सॉरी सर्व्हिस प्रोव्हायडरकडे जाऊन त्याच्याबद्दल त्याची चौकशी करू शकताय. तुम्ही जर त्याचा जर काही प्रॉब्लेम असेल, तो तुम्हाला फ्रीमध्ये जेव्हा त्या सर्व्हिस प्रोव्हाइड करतो, तर त्या फ्री सर्व्हिस प्रोव्हाइड करणं हे सर्व्हिस कनेक्टेड टू अ टँजेबल गुडमध्ये येतं. Then third one is highly intangible in nature. So in highly intangible, basically these types of services, there is no physical product is offered to a consumer. For example, योगा सेंटर. योगा सेंटर हे हायली इंटँजेबलचं एक्झाम्पल आहे, ज्याच्यामध्ये तुम्हाला कुठल्याच प्रकारची फिजिकल सर्व्हिस प्रोव्हाइड नाही केली जात. तिथे फक्त तुम्हाला माइंड रिलॅक्सेशनसाठी गाईड केलं जातं. Then next is by skill of service provider. On basis of a skill of service provider, there are two types. First is professional services and second one is non-professional services. So in professional services, basically formal training is essential for providing these kind of services. For example, service offered by the doctor, IT consultant and lawyer. प्रोफेशनल सर्व्हिसेसमध्ये काय येतं, तर एखादी सर्व्हिस जर तुम्ही प्रोव्हाइड करत असाल, तर सर्व्हिसचं तुम्हाला कंप्लीट नॉलेज पाहिजे. फॉर एक्झाम्पल, जर तुम्ही डॉक्टर असाल, तुम्ही एखादी सर्व्हिस प्रोव्हाइड करत असाल, तर तुम्हाला त्याच्याबद्दल पूर्ण नॉलेज पाहिजे. तुम्ही जर IT कन्सल्टंट म्हणून वर्क करत असाल, तर तुम्हाला IT क्षेत्राबद्दल पूर्ण नॉलेज पाहिजे. जर तुम्ही लॉयर असाल, तर तुम्हाला लॉ, रूल्स, रेग्युलेशन्स काय आहेत पर्टिक्युलर ऑर्गनायझेशनचे, ते माहीत पाहिजे. सो बेसिकली स्किल बेस जे काही ट्रेनिंग आहे किंवा नॉलेज आहे, ते जर तुमच्याकडे असेल, तर ते प्रोफेशनल सर्व्हिसेसमध्ये येतं. आणि नॉन प्रोफेशनल सर्व्हिसेसमध्ये काय, सो देर इज अ नो फॉर्मल ट्रेनिंग इज रिक्वायर्ड टू प्रोव्हाइड द सर्व्हिसेस टू अ कस्टमर. लाईक हाऊसकीपिंग असेल किंवा बेबी सिटिंग असेल, तर याला कुठल्याही प्रकारचं काही पर्टिक्युलर नॉलेज नाही लागत. सर ते what we say, there is no formal training is required basically to provide such type of services like housekeeping and babysitting. So these types of services comes under the non-professional services. Next is by business orientation. On basis of business orientation, there are 2 points like non-profit services and commercial services. So in non-profit services, basically on the basis of the objective of conducting the business, the services can be grouped into a two category, as I told you, non-profit services and commercial services. So in non-profit services, service the society and not generating profit are the main objective of a such services, that serving for a society and not generating any profit. It comes under the non-profit services. For example of such non-profit services are charitable trust, charitable hospital, government school are the example of non-profit services. Second is commercial services. In commercial services, the earning is a maximum profit, and to increases the revenue of a particular organization is the main objective of these services. And if we give the example of such commercial services, so services offered by airline, services offered by banks, insurance advisor. Okay, you have to pay na to get the knowledge about the insurance, get the knowledge about the bank related. Okay, so you have to pay some amount to a particular organization to get that knowledge. So these particular services comes under the commercial services. Then fifth one is by the degree of regulation. In that, first one is highly regulated, second is limited regulated, and third one is non regulated. In highly regulated, a large variety of rules. Okay. In a highly regulated, a large variety of rules and regulation are formulated to regulate these services. For example, hospital, insurance sector, mass transportation. All these sectors require the particular rules and regulation to formulate the services. So that's why it comes under the highly regulated services. In second one, limited regulated. The some of the services have limited rule and restrictions, like a fast food and catering. In non-regulated, in some of the services there is a no rules and regulation are follow. For example, lawn care, house painting, computer timings. It does not require any rules and regulation to provide some services. So these are basic types of services. Okay. Next is a service continuum, in which first one is standalone service product, and second one is service product bundle with a tangible product, in which there are three factor. First one is operational factor, second one is locational factor, and third one is environmental factor. ओके. सो थोडक्यात सांगते स्टँडर्ड सर्व्हिस प्रॉडक्टमध्ये काय असतं. सो देर आर सम सर्व्हिसेस दॅट कन्झ्युमर कॅन बाय बिकॉज दे ऑफर बाय सम एक्सपर्टीज. जर एक्सपर्टीजकडून सर्व्हिसेस आपल्याला कन्झ्युमर घेत असतील तर त्या पर्टिक्युलर सर्व्हिसेस इट्स कम्स अंडर द स्टँडअलोन सर्व्हिस product. Okay, so here some expertise refer as the standalone services. um, such people be such people based on services which are on intangible end product service continuum. It need to be services is increases day by day as people are having a lesser time to perform their daily tasks. So there is a also the emergence of a self improvement services like a spoken language classes or personality grooming classes. जर तुम्हाला तुमची पर्सनॅलिटी ग्रूम करायची असेल तर तुम्हाला पर्टिक्युलर एक्सपर्ट इकडे जाऊनच तुम्हाला तुमची पर्सनॅलिटी ग्रूमिंग सेशन अटेंड करावे लागतील. ठीक आहे. किंवा तुम्हाला एखादी लँग्वेज शिकायची असेल, मग ती स्पोकन इंग्लिश असू दे, जर्मन असू नये, तर अजून कुठली लँग्वेज असू दे, तुम्हाला ती लँग्वेज अशाच लोकांकडून शिकावी लागेल जे एक्सपर्ट आहेत. सो बेसिकली the services offered by the expertise, it comes under the standalone service product. The next is service product bundle with a tangible, in which first one is operational product or a factor. So in operational factor, basically there is effective utilization of a different technology. It should be practiced so the customer feel delight while using the services. At proper set of instructions and indication must be provided to guide the customer by using the services. So it may be help to a company to reduce their waiting time. So basically in operational factor, there may be maximum utilization of a different technology to practicize the customer. So the proper set of instruction has been given to a particular customer by using these services. It may be help to a company to reduce the waiting timing of a particular services. Then second is locational factor. In locational factor, the services are mainly commonly purchased. So which are these services? The services like ATM or dry clean services. So here basically the location play an important role as these services are provided for a particular location. Second one, third one is environmental factor. So in this, there are storefront services where the consumers, basically where is a customer visit place of a services. So therefore, environment of the particular place should be attractive enough to appeal the customer. For example, bank must provide an elegant and sophisticated appearance, advanced technology, and quick services to attract their customers. Okay, and the third part is a good dominated product. In a good dominated product, so these types of product are tangible in nature, and they are complemented with supporting services. For example, a 1 month warranty or a toll-free services are mainly offered by the company to increase the value of the product. So such strategy or association with supporting services with the main product. Okay, and this relationship is called as embodying. Next is significance of the services. By using such services, there are some use or there are some significance for a consumer or customer. So there are seven significance of the services. First one is upward trend in the disposable income. Second is increase the specification. Third one is change in lifestyle. Fourth one, to improve the literacy rate. Fifth one, the professionalism in education. And sixth is information explosion. And seven is sophistication in a market. Next is important part, that difference between good and services. So on basis of some point like perishability, inseparability, inconsistency, tangibility, time intensiveness, delivery time, desire and requirement, association, exchange and element, on basis of such point we differentiate between goods and services. So in that, first one is perishability. So if we consider as a good, so it can be a store for a long time, but most of these are non-perishable in nature. So basically goods are non-perishable in nature, um, and so that's why we can store a good for a long period of time. But in case of a services are mainly intangible in nature, so that's why it is not possible to store particular services. They can occur only when they are available. Next is inseparability. In goods, inseparability is firstly manufacturer, then sold, and then used, and then the identity is distinct from the procedure. And in services, it is difficult to separate the services from provider. There is a lot variation seems to be in term of quality. In that way, there are 7 point, and we differentiate goods and services on basis of these point. Okay, our next is marketing mix. So what is meant by marketing mix? So marketing mix is a term which is used to describe the combination of a four input with constitute the core company marketing system, that is product, price, structure, promotional activity and distribution system. So जे काही चार कॉम्पोनंट्सचं कॉम्बिनेशन आहे, मग ते चार कॉम्पोनंट कोणते आहे? प्रोडक्ट, प्राइस स्ट्रक्चर, प्रमोशनल ऍक्टिव्हिटी अँड डिस्ट्रीब्युशन सिस्टीम. या कॉम्बिनेशनमुळे पर्टिक्युलर ऑर्गनायझेशनवर इफेक्ट होतो. त्या इफेक्टमुळे एकतर ऑर्गनायझेशन रन होते, नाहीतर ती कोलमडेस येते. तर या इफेक्टला म्हणतात मार्केटिंग मिक्स इफेक्ट. ओके, सो देर आर 4 P's ऑफ मार्केटिंग, इन विच फर्स्ट वन इज प्रोडक्ट, price, place and promotional. And there are some three more, or we call as extended marketing mix, in which first one is people, process and physical evidence. Okay, so why there is a need to study the service marketing? In that, first one is formation and expansion of a job opportunities. Second one is optimum utilization of available resources. Third one is opening door for a formation of a capital. Fourth one is raising the living standard, and fifth one is eco-friendly technology. Okay, in that, first one is need to study the service marketing. First one is formation and expansion of a job opportunity. That why would we study the service marketing? So due to raising the problem of unemployment, it become the quite necessary that new employment opportunity are generated through the new plan and policies. So these services have helped to take advancement of service sector. It would be definitely uh, it would be definitely open more job opportunities. 1 minute. Okay, okay, we again started. First one is formation and expansion of a job opportunity. So due to rising problem of unemployment, it become quite necessary that new employment opportunity are generated through the new plan and policies. So this fact cannot be denied that advancement of a services sector It would be definitely open more job opportunities, and it would be help to explore the new avenue of for advancement and untouched or party development sector. Second one is optimum utilization of available resources. So one of the most significant aspect of a development is that it would help into ensuring the optimum utilization of the available resources. As the issue related to the improper use or misuse of the resources which is coming up, we can consider to be highly undesirable, and as per the perspective of a service sector is considered viral economy, as it proper marketing and promotional, it would be help to control the ineffective use of such resources. So as use of optimum utilization of available resources, we can relate the improper or misuse of a resources which is considered as a highly desirable in nature, and it gives result to extend the marketing of a service sector. Those resources can be utilized and where we usually left untouched and underdeveloped. Third one is opening door for a formation of a capital. For the purpose of overall development, it is vital to boost the process of a capital formation for resolving the problem of scarcity of a fund. For this purpose, development of a service sector is quite vital. The generation of a fund help to support the economy for the nation, and this gainful services sector considered help in the development of the nation. So raising the living, so for opening the door for formation of a capital is essential, because there are some financial fund available for to the government, and with the help of such fund we can raise our living of standard and we can open the door for a formation of the capital. Next is raising the living standard. So the primary objective of the development is that would be help in enhancing the living condition of the people, and it would be raise the living standard of a consumer or a customer. So basically these services organization which offer better living standards for a people, which consider as a mean of development. So the advancement of the society is a qualitative term which consider affect by the model or a structure of a development of the policy designer. The next one is eco-friendly technology. So in a recent past, the importance of technology in the service sector has been realized, as a technology used in each and every sector, especially the development nation are working on this line. So undoubtedly India also taking this stripe to direction in this direction, but it is not in a budding stage. We are on a just on a primary stage that we can differentiate, or we can use a different technology which recently developed, and it would be very helpful for a organization or the growth of our nation. Though almost all the service sector, such as banking, insurance, hospitality, and communication and education, have used the technology which are oriented, but these technology are not harsh on in any nature. That's why this technology can be used, and it called as a eco-friendly technology. Okay, so next is factor influencing the service marketing. So there are the 10 factor which influence the service marketing. First is size and structure of the firm, then restriction by the regulatory bodies, then expansion of a service sector, feature of the services, consumer employee interactions, service quality, particular service sector, brand of the service provider, then accessibility of a place and time, and last one is consumer participation. Then important of a service marketing. First one help to build the relationship. Second, to assist in affecting consumer perception. Third one, to involve the customer feedback. fourth to help in differentiating the service organization, and fifth one to offer high consumer retention. And our last point is service marketing challenges. सर्व्हिसेस ऑफर करताना काय challenges फेस करायला लागतात सर्व्हिस प्रोव्हायडरला. सो इन दॅट फर्स्ट वन इज मार्केटिंग इंटँजिबल्स, maintaining the quality to develop the trust, extra competition. Fifth one to emphasizing service instead of features. Sixth one to create a need. Seventh one is passion, and eighth one is momentum between marketing and sell. सो लास्ट 3 लेक्चर्स मध्ये आपण सर्व्हिसेस मार्केटिंग बद्दल पूर्ण डिटेलमध्ये स्टडी केलेला आहे. ओके, आतापर्यंत जेवढा स्लाइड दाखवला त्याच्यामध्ये जर काही समजलं नसेल प्रताप, तर तू विचारू शकतोस. Pratap, do you have any doubts about today's lecture? Am I audible, Pratap? Okay. So in that way, we complete our first topic in services marketing, that is services marketing and insight into emergency sectors and economy. In that, first we completed services, second is service marketing, and third is services marketing mix. Okay, so we complete all these 3 points. I will share you, I share with you all this PPT. Thank you so much for today's lecture. In next lecture, we start our second unit, that is role of process, people, physical evidence, and service in service marketing. Thank you so much for today's lecture. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Vaibhav. Thank you, Pratap.